Welcome to Beer Corner USA's Beers of the Week. I'm Chris Bettini.
I'm Aaron Bush.
And we've got a special preview today for homebrew.
For homebrewers. We hear this will be our second annual Homegrown Homebrewers Festival, and we've invited 3 of my friends and local homebrewers that we're kind of in a group together with, and they were kind enough to come in and share some of their libations with us.
It's a preview of what's going to happen on the 28th.
28th of October. Yeah, it's a Sunday. If you want tickets for it, they're $22. It includes all these guys' beverages, which is pushing 75 beers, and appetizers for about a 4-hour shift.
A whole appetizer bar put on by our kitchen here at the Crescent Moon, and you get food, a souvenir tasting glass, and all beers that you will have never gotten to try before.
That's why this is the best festival.
All right.
So, Aaron Gunning brought this one, brand new fresh beer, according to what he was saying. What do you got here, Aaron?
Yeah.
This is a German alt beer. It's an ale fermented German beer, which is pretty unusual for German whiskey writers. And this is just mostly Munich malt with some nice Spalter hops that are a little spicy and gives a nice kind of almost woody aftertaste in the bitterness. And
oh, nice. Alt beer is endemic to Dusseldorf, Germany. One of only a few areas that still does use an ale yeast and water it still for the cold. And, happen to have been there, damn Aaron.
That's really good.
That's really good.
It is good. And this is the first time he's drunk this beer as well.
Yeah, I tried it the first time last night when I kegged it up.
How long have you been homebrewing?
About 2.5 years, almost 3 years.
I know you've made some real. What styles of beer do you like to homebrew? Do you like? I know you've done like some historical style to me, like bitters and things. But
I do a lot of English stuff. I'm a big fan of like barley wines, English barley wines, English IPAs. I like the German alts. I don't lagers, so I like the ale yeast German beers, things like that.
Well, very good.
Very good.
Do you have a name you call your beer?
You know, I'm bad at naming beers, so I tend not to. So I just call this is just the alt I made, a month ago.
Gunningsdorf Old Stock Alt.
There you go.
Very good. What's the ABV of this, Aaron?
This is just under 6.
Okay.
And,
right in for a hot beer.
Yep. And probably gonna bring a keg of this to the Homebrewers Fest.
Yeah. Won't be disappointed.
Cool. The great one, guys.
Very good.
If you've never had an alt beer, they have that nice breadiness, nice carbonation, and a great beer to try.
Absolutely. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
Another beer from Scott.
From Mr. Scott. What do we got here this time?
This is a 60 shilling, and brewed this just to have a session beer on tap at the house.
How about that? Homebrewers have beer on tap at home all the time.
Yeah. So it's about 3.5%, just a little under 3.5%.
Love the aroma.
And just a good sessionable beer.
Smoke malt?
No smoke malt in it whatsoever.
Yeah, I taste smoke.
That's what's supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it.
That's all the yeast character that you get from the
1728.
1728, and
that's a great yeast strain.
Yep.
Wow.
Bittered with a single edition of Magnum, and
so this is a very traditional English style session.
traditional English Scottish style.
Don't say English, they'll shoot you.
Okay, that's crazy.
And
there's a lot of flavor going on here for a beer that's less beer than most
basically a table beer.
mass-produced beers. Yeah,
basically a Scottish table beer.
So this is just go home and just have these and not worry about not getting up for work.
This would be great to cook with.
yeah. What I love about it is that you can really drink this with anything. It pairs well with anything food-wise.
Yep.
And I had 5 of them the other night, and I didn't wake up with a headache. So it was.
I had 5 of them.
Great.
I drove home.
Yeah.
5 liters of this.
But that was what I set out to do, was just brew a sessionable beer, and
how long have you been homebrewing?
Just about 2 years, a little under 2 years now. All grain for about 1.5 years.
What's your favorite style? Obviously, if you keep talking at home, do you like more of the English styles, or?
I'm pretty much all over the place. I think my favorite style to brew though would be Belgian and Saison.
He's a good Belgian brewer for sure.
And but really, I haven't brewed a style twice really, so I just keep trying different stuff. So.
And that's the other fun thing about if you've been to Homebrew Fest last year, every beer that you're going to get is different. So what I start seeing people doing is the first time they come and they get their map and they're like, I really don't like IPAs or I really like stouts, and they start searching out the beers they haven't had. Now I hear people start to talk about who was that brewer, who is that person, and there's actually people coming to look for certain people's beers this year. So it's kind of cool that way that people get to know, hey, Scott brews really good Belgian beers. The next thing you know, you got Belgian fans going, did you bring a Belgian beer this year?
Absolutely.
It's kind of cool.
We have
They can
booze
buy
there.
it too.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, we can't sell it.
We
Yeah,
have booze there
they do
because
that, so I know
fans.
that.
We do take donations though.
Yeah, they can't sell homebrew because of the laws with the liquor licenses, but you can always help kick some donations to them for all the ingredients.
Well, I mean, you can replace grains and malts and hops and yeast and all kinds of stuff.
As long as they help you brew it,
Yeah, as long as they're there and they
which
know.
means they can sit around and drink. While
Yeah, they can drink.
Yeah. I think the great thing that you guys have done and the different festivals around town is there's always a homebrew booth at these festivals, and a lot of time I'm looking around and the homebrewers have more crowd than all the other breweries. It's because they can't get, they've never had these beers before, they can't get them every day, and it's a lot of fun.
It's gotta be fun for you guys too to have everybody's feedback.
And
As long as it's positive.
Yeah, well, and negative feedback is good too. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. So.
I think it's
As long as it's not derogatory.
a great beer.
Absolutely.
even if it is, it's just fun.
All right.
Next beer.
Next
What
beer.
is this?
Marcus.
This beer is a pale ale. I brewed it all with Columbus hops. About 18 IBUs for bittering and 10 at 35 minutes, and then some dry hop. 3 ounces of Columbus as well. It's all 2-row. I've been liking to do with pale ales lately is half a pound of flaked wheat. It seems to mellow out the flavor a little bit, and the hops. And
So more or less, it's a single malt, single hop with a little bit of a wheat addition.
yeah, and there's some actual English medium crystal in it.
Oh, so there's a crystal.
For the
Okay.
color.
Okay. A little cloudy. Like that.
It's good.
What's the ABV?
6.3%.
That's pretty hoppy.
Yeah.
Nope, a hoppy yellow face.
That's right.
But it's not overly bitter. There's a lot of flavor in that.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Very.
It's a little more bitter than I wanted it. So,
No, I don't think it's overboard
No, I
for
think
the pale
it's
ale though.
How long you been homebrewing?
same as these guys, about 2 years.
So these are all relatively new guys in the homebrew world. What got you started?
I actually started in the 90s, but after having a few bottlenecks lodged in drywall, I gave it a break
No.
from overcarbonation.
Nice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, don't mess with Mother Nature.
That's right.
Yes.
You know, put a tablespoon of priming sugar in each bottle. And
Oh
do that.
boy.
Wow.
Idiot.
Hey, live and learn, man. Live and learn.
That's right.
I've got some.
My name is Clark Cheney.
Yeah, right. So just as you can see when we've been filming here, we've got some funky looking stuff here. It looks like beer, which it technically is, but it's a yeast. And what we'll do is homebrewers is we'll buy some yeast and we'll brew a beer. And what's left over is if somebody wants to give their yeast away, they'll throw it out on the email. And Mark had brewed some 1056, which is an American strain.
It's actually in here.
It's in this, okay. And it's, you can reuse it. It's pitchable. There's probably $25 worth of yeast right there if you were having to go and buy it. So
And how big of a batch of beer is that going to be?
Each one of those is easily 5 gallons.
easily.
Okay, so
probably not that.
you could do 10,
Probably 20 gallons of what's
almost
Yeah.
20 gallons. Wow, and you guys are just, these are,
That's fresh, dude.
It's fresh yeast. You
Yes.
gotta do
It's
that.
fresh.
wow.
It's ready to
and
go.
They're like
Yeah, they're ready.
Commercial breweries reuse their yeast between
Yeah.
12 and 20 times.
Sure.
live little beasties.
After a 10-gallon batch, I had 8 of those jars.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Very cool. This is a great beer.
This is a great pale. What's the ABV? What do we call it?
6.3.
Oh, this.
It's
Okay.
I
more
think we've asked
IBUs.
them
So we're in a
3
super
times.
pale ale, yeah?
We're on, I think, beer
Well,
5.
you know.
We haven't had a pizza yet. So.
This is why homebrew is fun.
Well, the 73rd beer we've done today.
Feels like it, right?
Right?
Fourth. 74.
Another one from
74th.
Clark Cheney.
Clark, who is not here again, he did a double batch, and the first one we did was the Robust Porter that was aged, barrel aged, and this one we've got is a Cocoa Java Express.
Oh, wow. Smell it.
So I'm assuming he's infused this with a little bit of cocoa powder or cocoa bean, cocoa nibs,
Cocoa nibs.
cocoa nibs,
And coffee.
and coffee. So
And these nifty little glasses that we have, these are going to be like your souvenir glass that has our homebrew logo on it, and
Kinda sweet.
it makes a great glass for you to keep around for tasting beer.
Lots of
Could
coffee.
that
Wow,
Coffee
lots of
bitterness.
coffee.
I
bitterness from the cocoa?
it's nice.
that's really
I
good.
dig
It
it.
might be a little cold.
It is pretty cool
Probably.
for what it should be. but it's
we
really
did have
good
it on
beer.
ice to kind of cool it down.
It's nicely balanced. It's got a nice body. It's got the coffee.
The
it's got
aroma of
chocolate
the
bitterness.
coffee.
Get a little bit of the alcohol, a little bit of the warmth.
Yep.
Nothing major, but that's good. That's a good nightcapper.
Too bad we got like 3 more
And it's
beers.
excellent
That's not
with,
too bad.
with vanilla ice cream.
Oh, I bet.
It's the one he puts vanilla ice cream in.
Okay.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
I
This
can see
is
that.
the beer float.
Well,
That's
minus
really
the
The
flavor.
virgin beer float.
Yeah.
It's a Platzman thing.
That's a
It's a plastic.
Clark, wish you
He's
were
not
here.
really in
Clark, yeah.
Plattsmouth. He's outside of Plattsmouth. It's a
We round
day.
Mhm.
Yeah, round up. Exactly. Close enough.
Round,
That's really good though.
Rounding up or rounding down?
I wish you were here to kind of explain this beer. This is really
Pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
He's
Clark,
in,
cheers!
He's in Virginia.
Thanks.
Sea
Virginia.
Lark and
Thanks for sharing your beers again, Clark.
I'll tell you,
This was fun.
this was great. Thank you guys.
Yes.
I thank Scott, Aaron,
Anytime.
and Mark
Yeah,
for coming
thanks for
in,
having us.
bringing in homebrew. If it wasn't for homebrewers, we wouldn't have commercial brewers.
Right.
I mean, plain and simple. This is where it starts. This is where the innovation, the creativity, and most, I don't know, all the time, the passion starts from. And from there, you get some great beer. Well, to bring together all of Omaha's best homebrewers to have a festival, to try beers from homebrewers, this is what makes doing what we do fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope to see all of you guys at Homebrew Fest. Try these guys' beers. You got 3 faces of at least know who to talk to try some great beer. Aaron, you gonna have a beer?
I think so.
So you have 4 faces.
So be hanging
I don't
out with
homebrew, but I'll be around. So,
Cheers.
everybody see you at Homebrew Fest.
Thank
Go
you,
to
gentlemen.
Beertopia,
Yep,
get your
anytime.
ticket.
Heaven